Hey, this is Carrie from Wrap Your Head Around Silks. This is the Expecting Aerials podcast, now with the Digit Network. Thanks so much for tuning in. I cannot believe this, but this is season 5. So thanks to you. This is a thriving podcast, reaching the corners of the world, all the women out there, and I'm so excited and proud to be with you. All right, super excited because I am launching a new podcast with my 2 co-hosts, Noah Dock and Amanda Ritchie. And we are going to be on this feed on Thursdays. It is called The Artist Entrepreneur. We are 3 aerialists and dancers navigating our businesses. And if you'd like to check that out, just check out your inbox on Thursdays. Also in partnership with Sweet Retreats, I'm so excited to be hosting an intermediate aerial dance retreat June 21st through the 28th. Still have some spots available. Please check out the show notes for that. Roll it out every Tuesday and Thursday. Of course, my comprehensive course for those who want to train on their own or you have spotty access to instructors. It's beginner to intermediate, fully online. And then, of course, aerial rehab, postpartum, post-injury, meant to be the bridge between PT and your favorite aerial class. Of course, I'm teaching all over the place this year, Texas, heading back to LA, Ohio, and of course, Oaxaca in June. Let's get started. And I want to apologize because I'm still a snot monster. So I was sick 2 full weeks ago, and it was bad. It was really bad. It was like fever. I didn't have COVID, but like I had all like fever and just nose and just snot. And then it's been like I'm not sick anymore.
I put my homework back.
Okay, but I think that I might be getting a sinus infection.
Oh no.
So one of the students last night, Andrea, I don't know if you know her, she's in the medical profession. Okay, go ahead, Bean. And she said, you need a neti pot. Have you ever done the neti pot?
I haven't, but I've heard good things about it.
Okay, so the thing is about the neti pot, my listeners, so basically you just shoot like saline water up your nose and like all the snot comes out the other side.
How old I am.
Bean is 5, but she knew that.
I have this homework book.
You have homework. Go. I'm recording. So she's like, you're talking crap anyway. Like, why does it matter if I interrupt? So I had already done it twice. And then I started to get like major facial pressure and then like headache on one side of my head. And she's like, you got something stuck in there. You got to do it every day. Wow. So I did it last night and it did relieve things. And this gnarly chunk of something came out. And I was like, I bet you that was it. Because it's feeling better today.
What was it?
It was disgusting, discolored mucus.
Oh. No.
You're welcome, guys. So, listeners, April is part of my new community here in San Antonio. She is a aerialist. She is a mama of a 3-year-old, and she's in my new community, and I wanted to get to know this new community. So, April, if you could introduce yourself, a little about your family, about what you do, a little bit about your aerial practice, how long you've been doing it.
Okay, so yeah, my name is April, and I have a 3-year-old daughter who is, she's a handful. She's a little crazy. She loves to jump off the couch, and she's probably going to be starting gymnastics pretty soon. And as far as like what I do, I mostly stay at home with her. I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I also homeschool my niece, and she's 9 years old, and so I do that. And then I also own a business. I own an entertainment company in San Antonio called Breakthrou Entertainment.
Oh my God, I didn't know this. See, this is why I have to do these interviews. Okay, so the next line of questioning is going to be about that. But continue.
Yeah, and so, I don't go around advertising it, I guess. Because when I go to the Arium, I want to be a student, you know? I just want to come in and just be a student. I don't want to be, the owner of Breakthrou Entertainment, if that makes sense. So I don't go advertising it, but yeah, I own that. And I started aerial about 2019, the beginning of 2019. And I actually started, I was mostly self-taught. I learned from friends. I started doing it at the District. I don't know if you're familiar with the District. This is this place downtown on Broadway. And my friends, they were just like, yeah, we do aerial every Friday night. So if you want to come. And so my husband and I, we would go, and we had no idea what we were doing. Like, we were just doing it for fun. And our friends would like teach us some drops. But I mean, it wasn't like professionally or anything like that. It was just for fun. And then towards the end of 2019, I took my first aerial class. And it was at Aerial Horizon. They're shut down now. And I actually took Lyra first. I do silks mostly now, but I did Lyra just because I felt like it would give me the strength, and it was a good start. And I just felt more confident on it. My teacher was Sophia Rodriguez. Are you familiar with Sophia Rodriguez?
I'm not. Where's she now?
She is now in Colorado, but she's an amazing instructor.
And now you're under Queen Bee Daraminkin, right?
Yep. So, I mean, when COVID shut down, like my aerial practice kind of shut down, but then I bought an aerial rig. Then I got pregnant and did a little bit of aerial, but had to stop at 4 months because we ended up moving. So,
like not a city, but you're moving to a different house.
No. So my husband is actually in the military, and so we moved to Killeen in 2021. I was 4 months pregnant, and we moved to Killeen. And I don't know if you know anything about Killeen, but
where is that?
It's north of Austin.
Oh, so like you're 2 hours away from here, like for a little while?
Yeah, it was like 2.5 hours. But I mean, it's in like the middle of nowhere. There's no aerial there. So moving 4 months pregnant was kind of like the end of my working out kind of thing. There was no yoga studios, no nothing really. So, I mean, I was like an hour away from Austin, but I was already 4 months pregnant and moving. And so I was unpacking. And so I kind of just let aerial kind of go for a while.
And what year was that again that you moved out there?
2021. It was in June of 2021, the summer.
And then how long were you there?
Well, my husband actually got deployed in June of 2022. So we're there a year. And when he got deployed to Poland, we were both like, yeah, you're not going to stay here. Your family's in San Antonio. Your life is in San Antonio. So we moved everything back over here. And then he left to Poland for like 6 months.
Is he back now?
He is back now.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, he was gone for 6 months. Annabelle, my daughter, that's her name. She was 6 months. So that was tough. She was still pretty young when he left.
Yeah. I mean, I depend on my partner every single day. Every day. Just to like break up the day, to be on call 24/7. So exhausting because there's just no break. Like, as long as I get a couple hours every day, not that I'm gone out of the house, but like that I'm not the only responsible party. So how did you deal with that?
Oh, it was really tough. But I did move back. You know, my family lives 5 minutes away, my mom and my dad. And so they kind of helped. And that's when I got back into aerial more seriously. Like, I took Dara's I started taking some classes from Dara and trying to get back into it. But it was rough at first because I had taken what I felt like a long break.
So all your strength was gone, and then you're also kind of dealing with the prenatal postpartum stage. Like, you just crossed that barrier.
Right.
So like, how would you characterize getting back after like moving, having a kid? Like, what did your body feel like? Did you feel like you had any abs at all, or?
It was really, really tough. I mean, I tried aerial about 2 months after I gave birth, and it was a struggle. I remember thinking, like, I don't even recognize my body anymore. Like, it was just, I was like, I don't know. It was so strange. Like, my mind knew exactly what to do, like knew the pathways, knew what muscles to engage, but my body just couldn't do it. Like, I was just really weak. And it was like this huge disconnect between my mind and my body, which was kind of discouraging.
Yeah. Did you just feel fluffy? Like, how I characterized it is that I felt like my center was like a cavernous, empty space.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Like,
mean,
I didn't know, like, I'm thinking to myself, there used to be a baby in there and there's tissue in there and there's blood in there. But like, when it comes to like engagement, I felt like it was just like taking a coffee, you know? It was like just out to lunch. And you felt that too? You experienced it that way?
Yeah.
Now, when was the turning point? Like, when do you remember when you were like, oh, I'm feeling engagement. I feel like my pelvic floor is participating. I feel like my abs are corseting in and drawing in. Like, do you remember when that happened?
It was a long journey. What's interesting is I felt like myself again when my husband came back. It was really strange. I couldn't lose the weight right away. And I remember when he came back, and of course he was watching Annabelle more so that I could do more aerial. But I think it was when he came back. I don't know if it was like a big stress relief, but that's when I really noticed a shift in my practice, just me getting stronger and feeling more confident in my aerial.
Did you have a diastasis recti? Did you have any pelvic floor issues? Did you have Annabelle vaginally?
I did. Yeah, I did. But I didn't experience any diastasis or anything like that. I did have really bad groin pain for months, almost like I feel like almost a year. Like my hips hurt really bad.
You mean after?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. Did I say before?
Oh no, you didn't say either.
Yeah. So my groin would hurt like so much. If I walk too much, I would have really bad hip pain.
Oh my God. Maybe you had pubic symphysis when like the two.
I read into that,
you know
and I thought that maybe I did, but no one ever diagnosed me or anything.
Well, it's because after you have the baby, all of the medical care goes away.
Oh, I know.
Oh my God, it's such a hot freaking mess. Like you probably had that because it hurts in the front.
Yeah, my pubic bone hurt really bad too. Now that you're saying that, yeah, I remember my pubic bone hurting, and it took probably a year. Now I don't get any of that pain. Like it's funny, it just goes away one day.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, it's great now. I finally feel like myself.
Yeah, and what age were you when you had her?
I was 33.
Okay, so not super young, not super old. Can you imagine growing your family?
So we've talked about it. I'm kind of at that age where I probably should make a decision, but I mean, we're thinking about it. It's just, it was a really hard time for us. My labor was really tough. And so I don't know if I'm ready to do that again.
Yeah, she's 3. I mean, yeah, my friends who have their 2 or 3 kids, kind of like they want them close. Oh man, that first like 6 years is rough. You know, but then after that, you know, like when Bean is a little older, she's going to be like bugging me all the time and her friends are going to have siblings. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like you give some, you get some. What made your labor really tough from your perspective?
Just lots of things. Well, I came in with the idea that I would do unmedicated, but I wasn't opposed to, you know, getting an epidural if I needed to. But I wanted to do it as natural as I could. But it was just so long. I could not dilate. Like it just was so slow of a process. And I had really bad back labor, like all the like it was just nonstop. It would hurt even when I wasn't having contractions. And so that was really tough. And, they had to give me Pitocin because I just could not, you know, move along and I could not dilate. And so I think it was about 18 hours or so when they finally were like, we need to give you Pitocin. And then they asked me if I wanted an epidural. And at that point, it had been so long. I was so tired. I hadn't eaten. And I was like, yeah, I could take some relief. And so they gave me an epidural and it was amazing. And it worked. I was able to get some sleep and it worked for like 3 hours and then it stopped working.
Oh, why?
So it's really interesting. I don't know why. Not only did it stop working, but I had some kind of side effects. So, you know, I don't know. Did you have an epidural with yours?
I did. And part of the problem was they didn't really communicate to me that after a while I need to feed it to myself, like with the clicker.
Yeah.
So like I wasn't getting any more, and I was like, what's going on with this epidural? But I had a lot of issues too with my labor. But and the thing is that after you get the thing, you're not eating, you're having ice chips. I'm just like, how am I supposed to have enough energy to do any of this?
Right? Yeah.
No sleep, no food, no water. I mean, this is just, if men had to give birth, they would have figured out a fully VIP way to do this by now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know how... Oh, go ahead.
No, go for it.
I was just going to say, well, you know how when you get the epidural, it was like cool water coming through? Did you feel
Yes, a little.
So mine was hot. Like it almost felt like my insides were burning. It was so awful. I had like a really bad side effect to it. It was really hot. And I told them and they were like, oh, wow, I've never heard of this before.
Oh, that's the thing you want to hear from your healthcare professionals. Oh, that's new.
So yeah, and then not only did it, was it not working anymore, as in like I could still feel the contractions and everything, but now I also felt like a burning sensation in my body, which was super scary. So they ended up taking it out and then they put it back in, like put another one in, and they did that twice and it never worked again. It never worked. So I didn't really have relief. And I forgot to mention when I went to the hospital, the first time, we went to on base, Darnell, and they told me they didn't have room for me. So they had to transfer me to another hospital. So I forgot that part, but yeah. So that was kind of annoying. You think you're going to go somewhere and then they transfer you to another hospital.
Yeah.
While you're in labor.
That's kind of, it's just a wrench, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But it was just tough. I mean, I don't know. And then I had an episiotomy too. Which, because I didn't have an epidural, I didn't have any medication. They didn't put lidocaine or anything on me. And usually they do, but they said that they couldn't hear or monitor her heart anymore. And so they were worried and concerned. And so they did like an episiotomy without any medication. And that was so excruciating.
Whoa. They didn't even give you local?
No. Yeah.
Stop it. I'm sorry. Again, if it were a man, they would have been knocked out or, you know what I'm saying? There's no way.
I mean, I think looking back now, because it was such a bad experience for me, I did a lot of research after the fact,
Yes.
And so I think now, if I ever were to do it again, I would definitely get a doula, an advocate for me to make sure. Because when you're in that space of labor, you're not thinking, like I was in so much pain, like I couldn't think properly. And then my husband had never done it before. So he was like, I don't know. So having somebody who knows what they're doing is like the best thing to do, is to have a doula. I think.
Unfortunately, I want to say that, and I pick my guests, like the way I get my guests is slightly random. Like some people I know, some people I don't, but I don't like curate like, okay, they've had these experiences and I'm going to bring them on. Like I just go in and I ask. Yeah. And I have to say like, pretty much 50% of my guests have had traumatic birth stories.
Oh, that's so sad.
I know, including me.
Well, I mean, I've read that, the U.S. just has, this is very common in the U.S. and it's just really sad. Something needs to change for sure.
Yeah. I mean, even there's some commentary online about women, like it being very like standard for a woman to go and get their, what is it? It's like the Tesla symbol. It's birth control. It's IUD. It's the copper or the non-copper. And it's just so standard for women to get this put in without any pain control.
Right.
And compared to the pain that other things are to go in like outpatient, it's like the things that we go through without any pain control, when men go in for something with the same or less pain associated, they have pain control that is given to them.
Yeah.
Like even when I was younger, a pap smear would be really painful.
They are. Yes.
Yeah. Now, not so much, but like lots of stuff has happened in there since. So when I was younger, but like, even like the pain, some people say that people who have had kids before, they say they get the, that copper thing or the non-copper thing put up there, and it's like worse than all this other pain they've experienced. It's a hot mess. Okay, did you breastfeed?
I tried.
Okay, was that hard?
It was hard. And I was just going through a lot of PTSD from my birth. So I did not see a specialist or anything. Kind of wish I would have. But I just wasn't producing enough.
Okay. So was it stressful? Like, oh my God, my kid's not getting enough food type of thing?
Yeah. And she was angry and then I was overwhelmed. And so we started to just do like a little bit of both, but then it just became formula.
Right.
So I tried for as much as I could, but like I said, I mean, it was just drops coming out. It just wasn't enough. And if I was in a better mind space, I think I would have seen a lactation consultant, but I just didn't have that ability.
Yeah. And then was she having weight problems also or no? So I have a friend who was like not having a lot of supply and then her kid was underweight. The amount of like mental stress it caused her was terrible. Yes, Bean. Was it emotional for you that the breastfeeding wasn't working or no?
It was. I wish I could have done it. But I mean, I think that, everything happens for a reason and you do what you can at the time. So I don't have any regrets, about it. I think that the only thing I would do if I had another one is just see somebody to help me.
Right. You get more of that support because you kind of try to do it on your own. I think a lot of us try to do that. Right.
I think it is important, but it just didn't happen for me.
Okay. So, oh my God, I'm so intrigued. You have an entertainment company. Did you start that entertainment company before or after you started doing aerial training on your own?
So I opened up the entertainment company in January of 2020.
Oh, great timing.
Yeah. I mean, who could have predicted that, right? So I had started aerial in 2019, but I didn't open it specifically for aerial or anything like that. I opened it because my husband and I do acro together. And so I had been performing partner acro and stilts. And so we wanted to just, open up our own business, our own company. And and so it started to grow to different things. So now I do offer aerial and stilt walking we did offer, and mimes and strolling champagne skirt, LED robot. My husband does LED robot a lot.
Nice.
So basically any kind of entertainment that you can think of, we have it. So we just go to like corporate events, birthday parties, galas, things like that.
Okay. Because this is so intriguing to me because I'm new here. What is the scene like? Like, is there a lot of work? What kind of work? Like, what kind of clients? Like, what are... No, like gig-wise. Like, the gigs that you're able to provide entertainment for.
Yeah, I mean, they vary. So we did one for this first corporate recently. That was pretty cool. We had strolling champagne skirt and we had acro mimes.
Nice.
So, I mean, it's anywhere from corporate to like somebody's, small birthday party. I mean, it's a lot of different clientele. It's just, dependent. But we've had some that we've done for years. Like we do the Skylight Balloon Festival every year. So it's a little festival in Selma and we put on 3 shows.
Nice.
Throughout the day, and it's a blast. It's my favorite thing that we do.
I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, man, a city like San Antonio must get a lot of corporate clients coming in for conventions and stuff because it's affordable to have a bunch of people here.
Oh yeah, we do have a lot of that actually.
Yeah.
Now that you mention it, yeah, there are people from other cities or states that come here and they book at like the JW Marriott or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was talking to a couple friends about this. They're like, oh, is it dry there? I was like, but think about it. LA has so much talent, but it's so expensive for a corporation to come in and do a Christmas party or to come in and do their like annual thing. They're going to go to a city like Vegas.
Right.
And Vegas is actually a little pricier, right? Or they're going to go to like a city that's like San Antonio, that's big, that has all the things that you need, but is not Miami, New York, LA.
Right.
So actually, I feel like there must be a lot of business. So good job.
It's growing. It's growing a lot. San Antonio has grown so much since COVID, actually.
Really? What's your take on that? Is it because people are making an arbitrage decision in their life like I did? mostly? Like I can afford a house here type of thing?
I'm not sure. I just in general, I feel like as far as performance wise, there's a lot more performers and there's a lot more studios here now than there was.
In that way.
In that way, yeah. That's what I meant. Like I'm not sure. Yeah. But it all happened after COVID. There was a huge growth.
Oh, so interesting. Well, the way I see it too is that, the city of LA, which I love, and it's my home, but it's pushing people like me out. Like the city itself and the economy itself is making it harder for people like me to make the math work out. Like my partner used to always have this sentiment before we left. Like I've put my blood, sweat, and tears into the culture of the city, and it will not give back to me ever.
Yeah.
Like I can't own a home here unless like no one can start out with a $1.2 million house. Like who can afford that? No one can.
Yeah.
Right. And so, a lot of my friends who have been in LA have just like gone to everywhere, like Toronto, Nashville, Atlanta, San Antonio, all these places. And I feel like the world is benefiting from this shift because, somebody like you, somebody like me, somebody like Dara who aren't from you're from San Antonio.
Kind of. My dad was in the military, but he retired here when I was in middle school. So I consider this my home.
Okay. Yeah. It's like, like specifically when the artists find themselves in different places that are used to be like an art desert, it's just beneficial for all the communities, I think. It's amazing. Like my friend Kelly, who does the other podcast with me, she's like, how do you meet these people everywhere you go? I was like, it's because I'm in an aerial community everywhere I go. And these like-minded souls who do all these awesome things, that's who I find. Okay, April, if you were to give a piece of advice to the women out there trying to do everything that you're doing, so have a kid, have a family, maybe have a partner who's in the military not here a lot sometimes, and manage your own business. Do you have any advice for those people out there?
Keep doing what you love. So don't let anything stop you. If it's something that you want to do, keep trying, keep pushing for it. Just don't give up. I think the biggest thing is just don't give up on what it is that you want to do. If you want to do it all, I think that you can. Just, do what you love.
April, what's the hardest part about your life? If you were to whittle down to like a couple things.
I would say pretty much what I just gave advice for, finding that balance. So finding that balance between doing what you love and also being a good mom and being a good wife. I'm very busy.
Yeah. Do you feel like what's always like, I always feel like I'm failing at something. It changes. Like, what do you feel like that is sometimes? Like sometimes for sure I'm failing at like taking care of myself. I think number one.
Yeah. I think that's actually my number one too.
Oh yeah? Yeah. It's not that surprising.
I feel like that's how it is to be a mother sometimes though, because being a mother is such a selfless job. You're number one and you got to take care of your baby.
For example, this bean has to pee and she will not go to the bathroom without me. She's 5. Go pee. Don't stick your bottom lip out. It's not going to work.
Someone needs you all the time. That's what being a mother is. Someone needs you. So then, yeah.
Yeah, not taken care of. Hey, go. You're going to pee your pants if you don't go right now. Go. Oh, my God. What the heck? What the heck, April? Well, I'm so glad to have met you. I'm so glad to know more about you now that we've done this podcast. Okay, you want to say goodbye now? Here.
Are you getting off the phone?
Yeah, but you need, look, she's like,
bye.
Hi.
Okay, go pee. Holy shit. My listeners, if you would honor me with a 5-star rating and review, I would appreciate it forever. It is the hardest thing about being a podcaster is to get your podcast out to the people who want to listen. So the best way to do that is to have a good star rating and just ride that algorithm. So I really appreciate if you guys would just open the Apple app and leave me a review. It makes such a difference. I appreciate you. I also have Greener Grass with Digitent Podcasts with my friend Kelly McVeigh. If you want to hear my voice twice a week, it's there for you. It's light, it's heartfelt, and we bring on some really amazing guests. All right, my friends, over and out. This is Carrie from Wrap Your Head Around Silks. This is The Expecting Aerialist.